Hello, welcome to the daily political tarot readings here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. If you hear any weird noises or anything today, I had mentioned yesterday that after 25 years, there's going to be a new washer and dryer in the house, and it's being delivered between now and in the next 2 hours. But anyway. All right, I'm here to take your 12 political questions at 12 noon or as soon after as I can get on every day, 365 days of the year. Just take your questions out of the chat between like 11 and 12. I have two very unhappy kitties who are stuck in here with me and who really want to leave and really don't want to be here. But they've got food and water, and I've made up a litter box for them off to the side in case they're desperate. And, they're okay, just so you know. If they're acting like it's the end of the world, it's just because they're stuck in here. It's just because they're stuck in one room. That's it. They're nothing. They're frustrated, so they'll probably do that. But yeah, anyway, hello. If you're watching this on replay, you can always go down in the description box. I've got 13 questions today, and they're all there, and you can follow along as I'm reading through, or you can just pick and choose, because you can just click on the timestamps if you're watching this on replay. All right. 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country, and that is an ongoing thing. We have epic troll slayers, for which I am forever grateful. Thank you. Oh, good. I'm glad you guys like the butterflies and whatnot. So, all right. All right, so we've got all kind of stuff. I think we're going to start overseas, though. Now, actually, the first thing is kind of something that bridges the both us and Russia. Susie Z was asking about Keir Simmons, the journalist, the NBC journalist. He's the one. He's quite handsome. He's got that kind of rugged, handsome thing going on, and he's got the kind of deeper voice with an English accent. Well, Susie was saying, can you please read on Keir Simmons, the NBC reporter? We heard from out of Moscow. We haven't heard anything from him since the crackdown on journalists, not even on his own social media accounts. So I went looking this morning and I couldn't find anything. Nothing in the news, no reports, no... thank you, guys. Nothing. Nothing in the... You're right. Nothing in the... his social media, Instagram, his two adorable small girls, Sandy Miller's pointing out. Yeah. So I hope you feel better, Betty. Thank you, Mel. Thank you, guys. Keir Simmons, are you okay? Entertainment only. No one who does this is 100% accurate, and I am certainly not. So I don't want to upset his family or anybody who's close to him. I'm just trying to get a sense if there's anything I can pick up. Thank you, Judy. Thank you. It's very kind. Okay, Keir Simmons. I would love to say, oh, he's on vacation. That's not the energy I'm picking up. I'm not picking up calm energy. war-torn, stressful. This is a card of trauma, PTSD, having been through the ringer. But, he's a journalist going into kind of scary places, so... Queen of Wands. And if you guys have heard anything or you can find anything, please let us know. Queen of Wands, Emperor. Three of Pentacles. Eight of Wands. Page of Swords. All right, we've got insult to injury here. Let me think about this for a second. Well, this is Putin. You okay? Sorry. I wonder if is it possible he's been detained? This is Putin. This is the people who work for this. I get wands for this authoritarian regime. This is say like he and a producer, a cameraman, what have you, working. So a lot coming at them, and then this is insult to injury. So it feels more insult than injury, though. So Susie Z says, that's what I'm afraid of. Well, maybe I want to be wrong. He's on vacation. He's fine. I mean, I would think if something had happened to him, wouldn't NBC be going, oi, please tell me he's on vacation. What made you think of that, Susie? What brought this to your attention? Ow. Pamela Bryan says, those cards don't feel very good. Yeah. And yes, friend, prayer sent that he's okay. Absolutely. We don't like anybody being hurt. Susie says, because he was continuously reporting until the crackdown. This could be what he was reporting on. Let's not jump to conclusions. We'll just see what the other cards say. It's communications, and it's communications. This is, but this is far right communications. This is Putin's communications, where he said, you can't call it a war, you can't call it an invasion, you can't, blah blah blah. Empress. Devil. Page of Cups. Four of Pentacles. Well, for what it's worth, Trish, we're talking about Keir Simmons, the NBC reporter, who it's not in the news, but he has not been heard from, even on social media, which he's pretty active on, in about a week. Not a word. Mel Broussard says some Western journalists have been recalled by their news organizations due to the new Russian laws cracking down on media. Exactly. Mel Broussard said he may be in transit to somewhere safer. Yes, it's very possible. I'm not getting the worst. I'm not getting the worst of the worst here. This would be the crackdown. Yes, dear, I know, but we're in here, guys. This is Putin's Russia. I wonder if this is less stuff. This is, I'm trying to get something more specific, but I'm just no. No. I know, but we're in here. We're in here. We're in here, beautiful eyes. Just because you have beautiful eyes. We're in here. And don't you start. You always went over here, so go over here. There. You each get a chair. Get along, please. Get along, little kitties. Get along. No. I don't even mind you doing that. No. 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 I love you, but no, we have to stay in here. We're in this together. Yes, we are. We're in this together, sweetheart. We're in this together. Okay, sorry, guys. Okay, sorry. This is having less stuff. So it's either stuff that was taken away from him, or he's trying to get out of the country. You know, in a rickety little car or something. Oh. The good boy. You are the good boy. He likes doing that. Oh no, there's food and water in here. They've both been drinking. There's a litter box. There's food and water. They're fine. All right, good. We raised the energy back up. Good. Seven of Pentacles. That's good footage. That's good work. 5 of Swords, 8 of Wands. Again, those cards. He's trying to get out. I think he's trying to get out of Russia, or he's trying to get out of Russia into Ukraine. I don't, something like that. He's working. So that's what I'm picking up. He's working. Oh, thank you, Susie. You didn't have to do that. Thank you. So it's hard being a journalist when you're, putting yourself, to some extent. Maybe we kind of make fun of those journalists who only seem to show up, when there's a royal wedding or whatever. But there are plenty of journalists out there who are constantly risking their lives, and bless them. So let's send a prayer to Keir Simmons, the people working with him, and just their families. Come home safely soon. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Okay. You're okay. Come here. Wibble. Wibble. Hey. Come here. Come here. You don't have to hide. under the chair. You're all right. Bailey, come here, sweetheart. You're okay. Come here. Oh, I'm not getting anywhere near you. You're fine. You're fine. Look. Look. There. You're safe. See? You're nice and safe. Oh, good grief. I'm so sorry, guys. Someone in the house downstairs talking, and he gets very scared. So he was trying to find a place to hide. All right. Yes. Like Pumpkin is like, I will stare at the door until that pillar disappears. I can make my escape. Exactly. Must take care of the children. Exactly. Oh. I thought I'd do the crazy. I was watching last night. A long story, but I ended up watching some of the opening parts of the Oscars from back in the 60s and the 70s, which probably explains some of this. But I was watching that last night. So I thought this might be nice. Thank you, Alan. Thank you, KB. Joanne saying maybe put a blanket over the chair like a tent. Oh, no. He that's where he sleeps. He likes to sleep under the blanket. So, and he does not. You're okay. Guys, you're okay. You're okay. It's all right. It's okay. Anyway, all right. I'm just going to try to go on with the readings as best as I can. Can I say that Liza Minnelli back in 75, 73, something like that? My goodness, her opening of the Oscars, her opening number was fantastic. And my gosh, her voice, you could just, man, she could belt it out. Anyway. All right. Do you want back under the blanket? Jump back under the blanket. I got you. Oops. Here we go. There. Yeah. Just relax. Just relax. All right. Let me see if I can actually get some. Maybe I can focus. I'm trying. All right. So at 1830, Steve had a question. The U.S. nixed the plan to get the MiG jets to Ukraine. Will they get them eventually? In response in the chat, Bill Brasky was saying they will likely still get the MiGs, but say that they're not. So let's have a look at that. Let's see. Let's see what the cards have to say. Ukraine. Bless Ukraine. Yeah, Poland could have handled that better. I think we can agree on that. I'm just saying, oh, we're doing this. Excuse you? What? Liza Minnelli. Page of Pentacles. Well, they have their forces are much smaller in Ukraine. Yes, they could use the help. All right, Six of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Four of Wands, Knight of Swords, Justice. this would be warfare. This would be balancing out the warfare. This is right in the center, though, you've got Russia, so you've got to be careful. But this is someone who has a lot of stuff. This is charity. Giving to someone who does not have as much stuff. So giving, we have some, keep Russia, big, dumb, and happy, not knowing, basically, is what I'm saying. And then, yeah, I think they're eventually going to get that and a lot of other stuff. So big, strong attacks, forces that will help balance up the power. Memories of Echoes is saying Poland seems cowardly now. To be honest, they also might just be, Russia's right there. And yes, the rest of NATO will come to their protection if Russia attacks them, but there would still be one whole heck of a lot of possibly deceased Polish people. So, but they could have handled that well. So, yes, we've got Alfie right there. Brave Sir Alfred of Pumpkin. And Bailey Boo Boo Zen Kitty. And that's Brave Sir Alfred of Pumpkin. The orange one is Pumpkin. The white one is a ghost. Boo Boo. Boo. Oh, crawling under the blanket. It's okay, sweetheart. It's okay. Did you come out the back of the blanket? You're okay. All right. So at 22:30, Justin's mom was asking, will Putin be successful in capturing Zelensky since Russia has taken over some of Ukraine's territory? Putin be successful in capturing Zelensky. Capturing, or the worst option. Let's see. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I have no control over the timing of when this was going to be delivered and everything, so. Oh, good. I'm glad, Christine. I'm glad. We're going to be okay. We will. Things are going to get better. Things are going to get better. What did you just do, silly? Want to hide under the chair. Okay, he's hiding under the chair. Oh, boy. I am reading your comments. I'm just trying to focus on the questions as much as I can with all this happening. No. Will Putin be successful in capturing Zelensky? No. The energy is just a great big, what would it be to you? And no. Yeah. No. Apologize to us. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Pam. Oh, he's worried. His family's worried. He's got a lot of people protecting him. They're worried. They're all worried. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry you don't like the nails, Sandy. They're not really claws. It's kind of my ode to the Oscars from the 60s. 60s, 70s. So. All right, so people are definitely worried about it. There's the sun. King of Swords. 3 of Cups. Hanged Man. Page of Wands. No. Capture him? Never. He really is being protected. Putin's outsourcing some of the attacks on Zelensky. Sending out messages. Kind of this feels like like bounty hunters kind of thing. But that's a good card in the middle. Oh, thank you, Be Kind. Thank you, Miss Cat. Thank you, C. Johnson. Thank you, Black Cat. Thank you, Sophia. You guys are okay. You're okay. You can relax. It's okay. Good kitties. Good kitties. It's okay. Good boys. Putin trying to get rid of Zelensky. Okay, still getting bounty hunter, but 8 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, 3 of Cups. This is a good card. This is keeping him safe. They're working hard. Putin's doing what he can, but I've got good cards for Zelensky. So, fingers crossed. Oh, there was a question. Marie's asking, what is your sense of how long Putin will be in power? 6 months, a year, 2 years? I don't know. Thank you, Marcia. Thank you. 2730. I don't think Putin's going to be out of power that quickly. I haven't picked up on the I haven't picked up on like 6 months or anything like that. But right now, the question is, because I started with 13 questions. The question is, will Russia use chemical weapons in Ukraine? At 28. Electrostorm was asking, will Russia use chemical weapons in Ukraine? Gosh, I hope not. There you are. You're okay. Alan says Putin is totally in my freezer. Oh, doing a freezing kind of spell thing where you write intentions and send energy to it when you fold it up and you stick it in the freezer. Don't be a blank Putin. You've already bombed a maternity hospital. Do not use chemical weapons. I don't know that his military would be willing to take those orders. Which is odd. You can usually find somebody to do something horrible, but King of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, Devil. Well, for what it's worth, who's got the cups here? The cups would be the chemical weapons. But that's not. If I was getting like the 9 of Cups, they've got the Merchant, the big array of them, like pick one. Pick your poison. But this is a refusal. Putin has the stuff, but the West would come down on him. I think the West actually might, is Putin going to try something as stupid? because I haven't been picking up a bigger war, but if he's using chemical weapons, there's nothing to stop NATO from saying, chemical weapons are bad, and the whole world would come against it. Would you like your blanket? All right, seriously. Seriously, it's okay. It's okay. Just relax. Just relax. It's okay. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Okay. My hair probably looks ridiculous from the back, but oh well. Oh, Putin's definitely trying to go for the false flag operations. Chemical weapons, they are, yeah, the whole, all around the world, they are keeping a very, very close eye out for any hint of chemical weapons. Queen of Cups, okay. Emperor. Two of Pentacles. Four of Wands. Lovers. And Seven of Pentacles. No, it would be too destabilizing. Everyone around Putin would say, no, just no. I'm not picking up chemical weapons for what it's worth. Entertainment only, but that's what's the collective energy. So, Black Cat says, I just read on that and got a headache. Oh, I'm sorry. GM Davis saying, it just never entered my mind to harm the innocent. Well, that's because you're a nice person. And being a nice person is a really good thing. Okay. So, what about the other, or the nearby countries? Let's look at Lithuania. But first, I'm going to make one of these guys a little bit happier. Something has to be done. Okay, really? Put that there. Put this here. Bring the chair over. Okay. Now, I have a lap available to any kitty who wants one, but I'm staying here. I know, sweetie, but we're staying in here. We're in this together. I know, but we're in this together. Okay. Come here, baby. Here, do you want to peer out? Come on. Come on. You're both welcome. It's okay. I know. It's okay. It's okay. All right. 35 minutes in. You okay? Try again, sweetheart. Try again. Try again, sweetie. Good boy. Good boy. You're all right. So, 36. You're all right. Come here. You're all right. Good owl. Good pumpkin. You're a good pumpkin. Okay. Lithuania has tightened their state of emergency over the Ukraine invasion. No, sweetheart. No, sweetheart. We're staying here. No. So, Lithuania. What about these other countries nearby? No, Moranchi, there's a whole, there was a whole thing earlier. I can't let them out right now. We're all in here together. No, sweetheart. Lithuania. Two of Wands. Well, it's communication, Russia making noises that could apply to other countries, just saying, you know what, you don't exist either, and you don't exist either, and you're part of Russia, and you're part of Russia. Hey. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, all right, okay. You don't need to be so upset, dear. Come here. You sound like you're freaking out. You do not need to freak out. You're a good kid. Yes, you are. You're okay. You're okay, good kid. You're okay. It's all right. It's all right. And you're okay, good boy. You're okay, good boy. Good. Good. Good boy. It's okay. Good boy. There we go. All right. Okay. At least we've got some settling down going on now. All right. Yeah. Oh boy. Well, some days. You know how it is some days. Also live and also 365 days of the year. So here we are. All right. So at 39:30, hopefully I'll just be able to focus more now because they seem to be settling down. Good. Okay, so Lithuania is tightening their state of emergency over Ukraine, the Ukraine invasion, and the invasion of Ukraine, and they're worried. Which makes sense, because what applied to Ukraine, Putin could just say it applies to the here, and here. This is mine. This is mine. This is mine. This is mine. And not in the cute, first episode of Red Dwarf with the cat. This is mine, and this is mine, except for that. I don't want that, but this is mine. So, trying to find some humor here. 5 of Wands, Magician, World, 10 of Swords, Temperance. Oh, they're worried. They're watching. They're worried, but this is Putin being held in. Or Lithuania doesn't need to worry as much. The world is watching. Lithuania, it's part of a bigger system, and it doesn't feel like it's going to spread. But all right. So then we get into some domestic stuff, including Ted Cruz. We have our little bit of amusement. No, I didn't know there was a Red Dwarf movie. Thank you. All right, 42. Let's talk about Ted Cruz, shall we? Oh, genius one that he is. Actually, no, let's do it this way, because I'm getting multiple people asking me the same question. So let me just sneak this in here. Okay, how long will Putin? Tarot is not good on dates, on time frames, but I'll see what I can get. How long will Putin be in power? Roughly. Let me see if I can get anything. Ooh, I told you the other day when I reach out toward the Russian economy, and I said it was like heavy, like heavy timbers, like on an old ship, and they're creaking from the pressure. But it was starting to feel like some of the little tiny fibers were starting to make little snapping noises. Well, I just reached out for that energy now, and it's really snap, 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 snap. I mean, it's really cracking under the pressure. The Russian economy is so. Oh yeah. Hello, Becca from House of Lenormand. Do follow House of Lenormand. That's one of the questions today. We're going to be looking at that. But for now, Putin, how long are you going to be in power? Yeah, he's awful. I agree, Pumpkin. I agree. He's terrible. He's got a lot of power right now. I mean, if you think about the GQP, who you can't even talk reality to them because they're so caught up in their own view of things. 60 to 70% of Russia is just like that. They're only listening to official Russian things. Their own family members who are calling them and saying this is what's happening. They're saying, no, it's not. No, that bombing you hear, no, that's Ukraine. Ukraine's doing this themselves. Just will not listen to reality for anything. So, 6 of Cups, 10 of Wands, Hierophant, 6 of Wands, 5 of Cups. Okay, this is the institutions, it's the government. Ow. No. I know you want to, but you can't. We're in here together, dear. I know. We're in here together. We're in here together, sweetheart. I know. You poor thing. Hi. How are you? How are you doing, good boy? How are you doing, good boy? No, you are precious. Yes, you are precious. You are precious, good boy. This is the government. Sorry, this is the Russian government. The burden of trying to get a victory. It's really, really hard on Putin what's going on, but no. Let me see if I can get any more information, because this says he's going to be there for a while. Like, some people, one of the questions was, will he be gone in 6 months? I don't see it. Will he be gone in a year? I don't know. I'm not good on time frames. I'm just trying to get a sense of, is it imminent? Is it like, forget it? Oh, Linda. Big hug, Linda. And Moss, in case you do not hear me meow, I will meow louder. No, we're staying here. Quit it. No. I know, sweetheart. I know, sweetie. I know, good boy. We're just disappointed. You guys are funny. Temperance, 6 of Swords, Queen of Swords. All this stuff that is the West is doing it's having a big effect on Russia. It's not helping Putin, but there's a certain amount of rallying around the flag right now. It's like it's like Fox News or Newsmax or whatever, but for the whole country. And a lot of people believe it. So, oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. He is very persistent. Okay. Hang on. I'm so sorry. We can't go. We're in here together. No, we're in this together. No, we're in this together. I know, but we're in this together. Yes, we are. No. You're a good Al. You're a good boy. Good boy. Yes, looking out the window is a very good idea. Yes, it is. Looking out the window is a very good idea. Here, look at that out of your way. There you go, sweetheart. All right. So let's talk about Ted Cruz, shall we? I thought I had that pulled up on Huffington Post. At 50 minutes in, let's have a look at Ted Cruz. There you go. There you go. I'm trying to make some space for you. There you go, sweetheart. There, you can sit there. Okay. $50.45. People think there's something familiar about Ted Cruz's airplane story. Have you guys heard about this? Let me share. Share screen. Here we go. So Ted Cruz, during a meeting with the DC trucker convoy, I was just trying to pet you. Okay, so Ted Cruz during a meeting with the DC trucker convoy said, almost without exception, every time I'm on an airplane, either the captain or a flight attendant will come up to me, it will hug me and say, thank you for fighting for us. Okay, show of hands, who actually believes that? Anybody? Anybody? Are you kidding?
Every week, I fly back and forth to Houston. Almost without exception, every time I'm on an airplane, either the captain or a flight attendant will come up to me, will hug me and say, thank you for fighting for us. Because I'll tell you, United Airlines, sadly, Houston's a hub of them, has fired thousands of pilots and flight attendants.
I worked on the edge, just the edge of aviation. I worked at the front desk at a flight school. I worked at the front desk at an FBO where the private planes came in. My ex of 20 years is a commercial pilot. Spent a lot of time talking to people in the aviation industry. I mean, a lot of time talking to people in the aviation industry. I guarantee you what he just said would not happen. No. No. I realize that commercial pilots tend to become more right-wing the higher they go in seniority in general, not exclusively, but in general. But no. No, he is full of it. There's perfectly, yeah. So would you like to see what Twitter made of this? Shall we scroll down and see what Twitter made of this little gem? Did they do it on a flight to Cancun? That was Samantha B. Joe Flood said, no one has ever hugged Ted Cruz. Jeez. Rowochi said, it almost sounds like a Donald J. Trump story. Sir, even though we were told you have no friends, you are a truly exceptional senator. Exceptional as in the exception to senators who have friends. Neil McRoberts says, not on the flight from DC to Chicago in which I was sitting next to him a couple of years ago, they didn't. But sample size n equals 1, so who knows? Maybe this isn't the complete garbage it sounds like. Midas Touch said, did this happen? No. Or no, but in yellow. Dr. Omsky said, you don't know these pilots and flight attendants. They go to school in Canada. And Bill Crystal said, almost without exception, is doing a lot of work here. Yeah. Brian Tyler Cohen, sir, they said, big, strong men crying. Sir, thank you, sir. Thank you for fighting for us, sir. CK was saying, thank you for fighting for unmasked violent passengers to come on board the airplane and endanger us all, Mr. Cruz. Said no flight attendant ever. So, yeah. It didn't go so well. They call him sir with tears in their eyes. I don't know what this gif is. Oh, I didn't mean to click on that. That was good. We'll leave it at that. So the embarrassment that is Ted Cruz. Almost without exception, they come up to me, they hug me. Whew. Yeah. Ted Cruz. Oh, you're so pathetic. You know, we had just kind of a get together of readers. I think it was on Adrian's channel on Red Lentil Healing, and we were looking at the different personalities of a lot of these people we read on a lot, these politicians and whatnot. And excuse me. I did the astrology part of that, and I will never forget in Ted Cruz's chart how he has he has Chiron, the wound that will not heal. And it is if I remember correctly, it's in 90 degrees, so a grinding angle with his sun, his sense of self. And it's part of actually a T-square. So there's something else grinding against his sun as well. And across from the Chiron, the wound that won't heal. So his very sense of self, when you deal with him, you're getting a sense of that wound in him that won't heal, that he can't be confident. He can't be confident in who he is. He can't decide who he is. He can't be happy with who he is. So there's just something so it's not, I don't even know if it's creepy. It's just ick. There's just something there that just never, you just don't want to deal with him because he's not willing to deal with his own issues. Dealing with his own issues would actually be quite hard. So there's very likely something that did happen. When people have Chiron in such a hard aspect to their luminaries, their sense of self, their emotional nature, it usually does correspond to something bad that happened at some point. But he's so awful, and he's just trying to stir garbage up, and he thinks he can lie like Trump, and then he wonders why people don't hold him in respect, don't have respect for him. All right, 7 of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, Ace of Cups, 9 of Wands. He's one of the Republicans who just feel like we're in this thing together. We just need to stay on our own message of completely making things up about the Democrats. Insult to injury, both given and received, because he does these obnoxious things, and basically the whole country, more than half the country just kind of jumps on him. Rise of Democratic power. This is coming. January 6th. The January 6th hearings are coming, and the energy on them is really good. So this is going to put these yahoos on very much feeling beaten up when it all comes out. So it feels like January 6th is January 6th select committee hearings are coming, and that's what I'm picking up on. So Canada doesn't want him back. But he keeps getting reelected. All right, so at 1 hour 30 seconds, Mark Meadows. We read on the nicest people. So Desert Dawn was saying, will Mark Meadows be penalized for falsifying his address? And if you haven't heard about this, yes, indeed, Mark Meadows apparently voted using the address of I heard it was like a mobile home where he's never lived. Almendy, more muck. Yeah. Mark Meadows. So we can get in trouble for falsifying your address and your voter registration. Spiff. Isabel Mass is saying Canada isn't accepting returns. That's good. All right. Mark Meadows. There's something else that's going to come out about Mark Meadows. There's something. There's something else. A truth that will hamper him. Huh. Anyway, there's something big coming. That does not bode well for Mark Meadows. Hierophant, Page of Wands, Five of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Fool. Well, he worked for Trump. This is trying to stir stuff up. When he was in government, the messages. This is January 6th. Government messages sent to stir people up. He was in the close group around the fool, Trump. So is he going to get in trouble for this election problem? That's not really coming up. I think it might be a bigger, for other people, they go to jail for years over stuff like that, but no. It's infuriating. So what about the election thing? Because the energy in around Mark Meadows is all about January 6th. That's the energy around him. But what about this whole voting thingy? What's it? Oh yeah, anyone voting irregularities? Yeah, projecting again. Voter fraud. Yeah, projecting again. 8 of Pentacles, Magician, World. It comes to a halt. Completion. The work he's been doing, him standing up, too big for his britches. And that coming to an end. So I don't even know if the election thing is going to, I don't know. I keep getting January 6th stuff. And I keep getting like a world completion. You wouldn't usually get a world completion card. You wouldn't get that level of energy. That is what it feels like. If it was just a slap on the wrist or here, do some community service or, go clip your toenails, which is kind of what they do to wealthy white men who break the law in this country. Oh, he's writing a book? No, I don't know if his book came out. wasn't planning on putting it on my to be read pile. Ay. Miss Cat M says, on a lighter note, let's have a lighter note. I took my tiny puggle to KFC for winter chicken dinner. Oh, she insisted that I peel the chicken first. Oh, sweet. Oh. Shockwave is asking about Texas AG. The guy who has an X in the middle of his name is it's not Paxton. It's being investigated by the FBI. I've read on him, and I could read on him tomorrow, but I do have my questions for today. Thank you. Okay, 106. Let's go down to here, 106.30. So Steve is saying that the bipartisan bill has passed to overhaul the postal system, including ending that 75-year retirement pre-funding. Really? Major stability, 15 years in the making. Didn't see that coming. How does that affect DeJoy? And then Bill Brasky said in response, DeJoy needs to start packing. They're supposed to be able to change a couple of board members soon. I hadn't heard about this. So Ian says you should get in touch with Ivanka and tell her that your nail and lip color would match her jumpsuit. Could always tell her where you got them from. I'll make a note of that, and I'll get right on it. Okay. Postal service, really? Post office? And it passes $107 billion USPS overhaul, sending the bill to Biden for expected approval. It addresses the USPS healthcare issues. Oh my gosh, this is nice. This is some good news. Thank you for sharing it. I don't even know why. Oh, good. I made Fran laugh. Okay, I made somebody laugh. My day is worthwhile if I can make somebody laugh. Griffith, the comedian. What is her name? Her first name just escapes me. She had a tweet about Trump that it's one of those, if nobody gets hurt, then it's fair game to make fun of it. I just don't know if I want to repeat the joke. Kathy Griffin, thank you. Thank you, Teresa. Memories of Echoes, thank you. Thank you, Shockwave. This is exciting. 109. So, a bipartisan bill passed to overhaul the postal system. $107 billion. And it's being sent to Biden, who's expected to sign it. This is fantastic. So really what we're asking about is the man who is not a joy. He takes away joy. He de-joys. We're talking about DeJoy. DeJoy. De-happinessing, de-joying, de-joyifying, de-joyifying. He's got to be spitting nails right now. Kathy Griffin, thank you. Senate passed it 79-19, Judy Barth is saying. Really? Yes, Kevin, it gets rid of the sabotage prepay pensions provision, 75-year prepay nonsense. Unjoy DeJoy. He DeJoys everything. Yes, Gary. And Melissa was saying unjoy DeJoy. Frida Smet says he is DeJoying the post. Yes. Queen of Cups. That would be the... sorry, they must be installing something downstairs. I can hear machinery. Anyway, Queen of Cups, that's the post office. That's the Democrats. That's good. That's a good energy. Page of Swords. Two of Wands. Page of Cups. Queen of Wands. Chariot. Wussy Democrats. I love this card. Thank you, Justin's mom. Thank you. Wussy Democrats who get the job done. Do you want to talk to the Republican who blocks everything, or the Democrat who actually gets things done for the people? This grandstanding bullying from the far right. But I'm surprised. Some of them even kind of helped out. Some didn't. Yeah, and the post office is stronger moving forward. I like this. The energy's really good. Who knew? True, Keir. Now, if the U.S. government could only pass a budget and stop passing continuing resolutions. Yes. Oh, thank you, Justin Small. Thank you. All right. Okay, 113? Yeah, Trump's plane. News. Trump is asking supporters to fund a new plane after an emergency landing. I do believe... Did I have something open about that? I thought I did. It was something on... There was something I saw, but basically it was... The next question we're going to be reading on is that Axis Bank, AXOS Bank in, I believe, California, has loaned Griftco, Trump org, Griftco, $100 million. $100 million. And yet Trump is begging supporters to pay for his new plane. Oh boy. Please, Ricky, please post stuff on Twitter. Electra Storm says it wasn't even his plane. It was a donor's plane that almost went down. Mm-hmm. Unbelievable. GLC is saying McConnell was saying he couldn't approve the spending bill because it had money for free lunches for school children. Oh my God. Oh, how I despise these people. Okay. Desert Dawn says, I wonder how that loan could be made within the banking laws of secured loans. No. Isabel Mass is saying his donor should send him paper planes. Oh my gosh, that's right, Gary. I forgot. Gary is reminding us he's calling it Trump Force One. I can't. Good pumpkin. I just can't do it. And you're not going out there. That's not happening. No. If you're hungry, good. No. Trump Force One. All right. So, but is there something screwy about this $100 million loan? Should I just reverse the questions by accident? But oh well. DLC saying the bank's president is a major GOP donor. Well, yeah. Not happening, dude. That hermit, that's you. Because you're stuck in here. Yes, it's terrible. It's terrible being in here with us. It's terrible being stuck in here with us. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. No, you can't go out there, dear. Okay. Trump is hermit. He doesn't have any other banks to turn to. Thank you, Ricky. Four of Cups, Sun, Five of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, Death card. I don't think it's going to go well for him, precious. It's all coming out. This is the refusal where they don't want to talk to investigators. Things coming out. This is grift-co. Being taken apart. This is all this evidence being carried into court. This is the end of grift-co. I keep getting the end of grift-co. Trump org. It being dissolved. No more, sweetie. Be a good kitty. You're a good kitty. Yes, you are. You're a good boy. Oh, I'm talking about McConnell. Yes, McTurtle actually said out loud in a news conference about not voting because of the free food for children. I know he's awful, but you're okay. Yes, you are. You always have food. Yes, you do. It's okay. That was one of those drills. That was just a drill going. That was all that was. You're okay. Precious one. The pretty eyes. Hello. Hello, pretty eyes. You're okay. Okay. You're all right. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Yes, you are. You are a good boy. Lucy, am I right? Good pumpkin. Good pumpkin. Here. There you go, sweetheart. Good boy. This is Brave Sir Alfred of Pumpkin. Thank you, guys. All right. So, Trump Force One, 1930. Shall we look at Trump Force One? Mm-hmm. No, actually, it should be 120. Okay. Trump Force One. And Trump is trying to get his supporters to pay for it. You're okay, good boy. You're okay. Yes, Marie, I was just reading about that. I was just doing a reading on that. So, Trump Force One. Dear great Gussie. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? He isn't at the moment. He does off and on. Warrior Witch. Trump Force One. Makes me a little queasy to think about it. He really is isolated. He is a lot more isolated than I think they're even keeping some information away from him about his popularity. I think they might be even lying to him, only showing him the extreme good stuff. Oh, Rich, I'm glad you like Pumpkin. He's very sweet. Dr. Storm is wondering, is that bank in any way connected to Russia? Yeah, you should look at that, I guess. But my understanding is it's just a super GQP donor guy. So, but first, let's look at Trump Force One, please. 9 of Wands, 9 of Cups, Fool, Hierophant, Partnership, but it's Cups. Trump is feeling rather beaten up. His supporters, of course, they're always the victims. This is January 6th committee. The whole that big row where you get people sitting there in front. He's thinking he can do what he wants, but in the government, this feels like the connection between the New York State Attorney General Letitia James and I'm not going to say Alvin Bragg, or as I call him, Coward Bragg, Manhattan DA Coward Bragg. But that's something in New York. They're sharing information. Plus, they can... I'm wondering when the IRS is going to get involved. That's another thing. But this government, he thinks he's just playing the game like he always does. But these are connections between different investigations and what have you. So this doesn't tell me anything about a plane. Let me try again. So is Trump going to get his plane? Something with a great big rubber band. You can just spin the propeller really tight and let go and hope you can make it to, Really? Welcome to Trump Air. Welcome to Trump Force One. It's like Trump Air, meaning it's going to fail like every other business or whatever thing he's puts his tiny little hands on. Hello, Viola. Trump Force One. Oh, the comedy. Oh, the comedy. Al Menzi says, federal transport to prison, please. Oh, that's a point, Joanne. We can chip in and send him to Russia. Oh, that's a point, Alan. I hope the plane has a good toilet to flush pieces of paper. I love you guys. Knight of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, Four of Wands, Ace of Cups, Magician. Well, thing is, so even if you try to buy a plane, it takes time. Well, it usually takes time for it to be even just repainted. Takes a long time. But to get it repainted, buying brand new is more money than I can imagine Trump ever spending. Brand new out of the factory planes are crazy expensive. Even the used ones are crazy expensive. And that's why you see aircraft that are used for decades. It's millions upon millions of dollars. And he just wants to be able to go here and there and look important. Force One, I can't get off. Tell me that's a joke. Please tell me that's a joke. But I wouldn't imagine it is. Al Menzi says he didn't fix the one he had. Yeah, it's expensive. It is you think yachts are expensive. Get yourself a Gulfstream. You know. Hey, Julia, we're looking at Trump Force One. Trump is trying to raise money from his suckers to buy him a plane. This is actually, he might work something out, but I can't imagine him being able to do it without cutting some serious corners. But I don't know, this card in the middle it's TikTok. He's not going to be enjoying it forever, for decades. But I think it might be taken away from him. But he might work something out, which seems odd to me. Because the timing. I mean, it can take months just to get a plane repainted. And they start by doing this undercoat of this, the undercoat of the majority, in my understanding, the majority of the planes you see, the undercoat is, yeah, this is actually not that far off. This, you see this green color here? It's kind of it's kind of a lightish, drabbish green. That's actually the coat they put on the metal before they paint it white. It's got special things to protect. But yeah, they used to, up in Wisconsin, there was a main hangar on the local airport, and they'd have the hangar doors open quite often, and they'd have big planes in there that they'd be repainting. So, and it's like, oh, giant green plane. Oh, look, giant green plane. Oh, look, giant green plane. And then they'd paint them white. So, oh, yo. And Moss says, I don't think you can get a plane from donations. Well, but that's the thing. Oh, yeah. Aditya, does he have the money for aviation fuel? Oh, yeah. That's what I was talking about. You think a yacht is expensive. True, Alan. Maybe he can get a used Russian plane. Oh, yoy. Page of Wands. Oh yeah, send me money. That's the message. Send me money. Send me money. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps, but send me money. Just give me money, because I should get money. The makers and takers. They're the takers. We're the makers. Now give me money. Please. 7 of Wands. 3 of Wands. Moon. The suit of aircraft aviation is swords. Anybody see any swords? That's true, Julia Worcester. Bootstraps do hurt his bone spurs. Revolution Ricky says, I can do what Travis Tritt suggests and send him a quarter to call someone who cares. Knight of Wands. Last look, Hermit. That was Knight of Wands. This is 9 of Wands. 10 of Cups. Okay, that last thing in the center that looked like maybe he could be showing up with something, but I was having trouble with the timing. All these other cards are saying no. Does he want someone else to give him their plane? Their lovely plane already done up, everything that he can just slap his name on the side of somehow? Yes. Is he actually going to be given a huge amount of money and then spend that money on a plane? And then keep spending money on a plane? Oh, gosh, I don't know. I don't know if that's... He doesn't pay his bills. Good grief. When I occasionally get some help with setting up live streams. And you know what? I pay the person who helps me. I make certain that they keep a timer, that they know exactly how long they were working on it, and I pay them as best I can. I cannot imagine stiffing somebody for work that they've done for me. That is, no. Years ago, Sarah actually, she was doing something. She was getting some graphics for me somewhere. She's getting some pictures. I forget what. But I wanted to pay her for doing that for me, not just paying for the pictures. And she was like, because the pictures themselves, I needed a license for them. So, and she had access somewhere. And so she got the pictures. And then she was like, that would be, it's like $60 or something, or 70. I think it was $70 or something. And I was like, well, but that's for the pictures. I want to pay you for your time. And she's like, no, it's $60. It's fine. I was like, no, you spent time going and doing this, and this took time. How much time did it take you? She's like, oh, don't worry about it. And I was like, no, how, and she's like, just pay me 60. I said, I'm going to pay you 100. And she's like, 85. I was like, okay, if you insist, but I'm not happy about it. So how many people do you know who would argue that I want to pay you more? I want to pay you for your work. That's the way it should be. That's how you negotiate, right? Joanne Mars says, I know someone who did work for 45 before he was 45, did not get paid, caused him to go bankrupt, and him and his wife still voted for him. Oh boy. Oh, Roland has a news flash. Okay. From MSNBC. Thousands of Russians are fleeing Putin's crackdown, effects of the crippling economic sanctions. Quotes from Russians: "We never wanted this war. We never wanted for this government." Patrice says, "That's how I bargained too." Yeah. I can't imagine stiffing somebody. No. Well, I've got 2 questions left, but I think yeah, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait on those other ones. So, goodness, that was a day. So that's going to do it for me for today. It is 1:54 here in Chicago. I apologize for all the crazy. Memories Becco says, "That's because you're not trash." Thank you. I appreciate that. Never mind. What do you mean? Pam Bryant says, "On your way out, please give Adam a thumbs up." Absolutely, Adam. Whoever Adam is, let's give Adam a thumbs up. Thank you, guys. Okay, so I want to check my Twitter quickly to see. Some trolling from Ukraine. Head of the anti-corruption agency of Ukraine sent a letter to the Russian defense minister thanking him for embezzlement of Russian army funds. Oh, thank you, Kate Smith. Retweet. That's going out. That's definitely going out. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Ricky. Let me share this with you guys. Share screen. Notifications. Trump Force 1. Yeah. Outside the Kmart. Exactly. Oh boy. Okay. Is anything else? Yeah. Head of anti-corruption agency in Ukraine sent a letter to the Russian defense minister thanking him for embezzlement of Russian army funds. Nice. And I think there was something else I had tweeted about the bank loan. And yeah, then you guys saw that. All right, so that is going to do it for me for today. Thank you, guys. Thank you for your patience. Yeah, definitely Mel Broussard, Blue Light Special, exactly. Hang in there. Attention, MAGA shoppers, says Mel Broussard. That is awesome. All right, it is 1:57 here in Chicago, and at 4 o'clock I'll be over on the Book Art Media channel. Links in the description for creative sprints. I'm still working on merch stuff. It didn't save the work I did yesterday, and now I'm wondering if maybe that was a blessing in disguise, because I might need to make the graphic bigger, keeping the dots per inch as high as humanly possible, and so I've got to retry. So that's probably going to take all 4 sprints this afternoon, but that's what I'm going to be working on. Joanne says, yeah, the kitty's quieted down now that it's over. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're still making noise downstairs. They're still doing stuff, but yeah. And thank you again for your patience. I hope you have a wonderful day. And please do remember there are good days ahead. There are. All right. I will definitely. What is your Twitter handle? My Twitter handle. Share. I'm back here. Autumn Black Orin. It's all it would let me do. I wanted to have my name in there and then the name of the channel, but I couldn't get the whole thing. So that's as much as I was able to get. Autumn Black Orin. Or if you just look for Black and Orange Tarot and Astrology, I should pop up. All right. Take care. Hang in there. And Wheezy Squeezebox says that Redbubble has good merchandise. Oh, I understand that, but there are only two. I only have two options if I want to be able to show the merchandise. On some channels you can see like off to the side there'll be like a listing or links. I can only do that through two companies on YouTube. So I'm going through Spring, which is shortened. It used to be Teespring, but thank you, Debsy. Thank you. Thank you, Electra. Wheezy Squeezebox says YouTube merchandise is not great. Well, depends on who's making it. But I'm getting samples first anyway. If it's bad quality, I'm not going to offer it. No, that's not happening. I'm not offering low quality stuff. So we'll see. I've ordered some stuff just to check the quality, but I've got to redo the graphics and then order more stuff to make sure the graphics are working properly. So it'll be a few weeks yet, but I'm working on it because I want it to be right, because you're important. Okay. All right. Take care. And don't forget, you're not alone, and there are good days ahead. Take care.